Hello, 20 Success Team. It's John. Yeah, we recorded a webinar this week, and we had to, nix it. We had to actually, I got to get back into a little bit more explanation. I don't think that it would have been good for new people, but this is the training. We want you to follow along. We're going to get right into it. We're going to be covering topics like Fiverr, Google, Gmail, and how to put everything together. Okay. During this training, you're going to find that you're going to need a link to the Google Circles that I'll be talking about tonight. Please feel free to use it at your discretion. But please, for whatever reason, there's a tracker on the link, so don't just give it out to anybody that's not a paid member within four corners, okay? Because it's only going to give you more competition. This training is light, it's fun. Let's get right into it, and we'll see you at the end, and we'll see you on the top. Thanks. Okay, everybody. Here's the Google Plus training in its entirety. We're going to cover some topics like Facebook, Google, Twitter if we have to, LinkedIn. We're going to cover some topics of these social sites. And Google Plus happens to be a different kind of animal when it comes to, social sites. People all, they swear by Facebook. Some people swear by Twitter. But Google is untapped, okay? It's not one of them things where, you should ignore, okay? There's a lot of people over in Google. And when you create a Gmail account, you're going to see all this stuff, but you're going to see this little box up here, and you're going to see this Google Plus sign. Google Plus, you can get there, you can access it by, clicking the plus sign. If you already have a site set up, if you already have your Google profile set up, that's great. If not, you're going to have to set up a Google account. We're going to talk on that topic, later on down the line, but I want to get through this training as fast as humanly possible, so that we can show you duplication. In this Google Plus, you're going to see a home tab. Okay, when you get your stuff all set up, it's going to have information. It's going to have what you've posted. It's going to have all the things that you do on a regular basis. Same thing with Facebook. You know what I mean? You post your daily stuff, you talk and you communicate to people, but this is what we're headed for. When you scroll down here, you're going to have a profile, and what the idea is when you create your profile, you go with your images and your basic profile. It's just a basic profile, just like say Facebook. Okay. You just pick an image, you upload it. If you got a banner, you upload that. You know what I mean? And it'll tell you 250 pixels, 250 pixels. We're not going to deal with that right now because I'm sure that you're going to be able to figure that out. But once you have your profile, whatever you post is going to show up on there. So it's pretty good that if you're going to make a couple profiles over here at Google Plus, that you just keep them similar. You know what I mean? You just keep your posts similar. You log into one and back and forth. There's in certain browsers, there's email monitors. Okay, so you'll be able to monitor all your emails. What this training is about is setting up multiple accounts, because you can only have 5,000 people in your circles over here, and the point is to reach a broad mass amount of folks, and you're going to be able to actually target them with this training. You're going to be able to target these people, know what something that they like, and know something that they're driven for and they're passionate about. So we're going to continue. When you see these people, the people thing is who you have in circles, and who has you in the circles. Okay, these circles, you can name them anything you want. You can put people in multiple circles. You can do a heck of a lot of things with this. But the key here is to let's show all bookmarks. Let's see. Let me see, circles. We'll put in circles and see if that comes up with something here. Google share circles. Okay, so you're going to need this link, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you, I want to scroll down here. I did this webinar yesterday, but it didn't come out as informative as I would have liked, and I don't like to give out a half a product, so we're back at it again today, just so that you know and you basically understand. This is the timestamp when the groups was made. When the circles was made. This is the category they're in. This is the circle's name. This is the size of the circle. This is the link for it. This is the author. As you go down, you're going to find a lot of information on this stuff, and it's pretty nice to know all this information. Now, I paid for this list a long time ago, and it constantly gets updated as there's new circles made and there's new interest here. It gets, updated on a regular basis. Now, I paid for this so that you don't have to. Okay, now, when I say targeted niche, we'll get into that in a second, but I wanted to scroll down here just to show you how powerful this list is. Now, above this part of the list, and you can see that the drop down is about, I'd say 3/4 of the way through, or 1/3 or 2/3 of the way through. There's 151,610 people that are all targeted. Okay, they're all targeted because you're going to see the size of the groups, and you're going to see the circle name, and you're going to see the category. Okay, the category means something that they like. This is the circle's name. Usually people name the circles what they want people to see. Like if they like, PlayStation, if they like sports, if they like, video games, they like anything. They love wine, Walking Dead, shows, Sons of Anarchy, anything, 2020, whatever. If they like the news, whatever. So you got a basic idea of what these people like. Now, this is the key. So you come down here and you pick something that you can relate to. Okay, here, let's go down here and find out if we can find something that's relatively comics. Here, let me see. Fringe podcast, The Walking Dead. Okay, let's just use this for instance. We'll go to The Walking Dead. We all know that this is a show. Everybody's hyped up about it. There's a lot of talk about it. There's 104 members in this one. There's 129 in this one. And there's 199 in this one. So let's just take the one in the middle. We're going to click on this link, and it's going to pop open this box down here. You're going to just click on that link. Real easy. There's 104 people. It gives you a basic synopsis about what the group's about. It says if you're not included yet but like to be added, leave a quick comment below in order for the circle to keep growing. Now, this circle was made October 4th of 2011. The show is still up and live today. It's The Walking Dead. So what you would do is you just click this button real quick, okay? And then when you have to title this circle, people who like The Walking Dead. Okay, when you put in the title, that's just for you, so that you know exactly what these people like. Okay, so then you go ahead and you create the circle. Now, when you create this circle, what happens is one of two things. While it's spinning and it's putting these people in here, okay, it just sent them an email saying that John Sherling just, hit your inbox and they added you to a circle. They don't get to find out what you called it. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. People who like comedy, people who like PlayStation, falafels, acquaintances, family, people that like the NFL. Now, the reason why you want to do it this way is because you already know what you're going to post. Okay, these are your targeted posts. You're going to post to falafels. You're going to post to PlayStation. You're going to post it to people that like The Walking Dead. But what does this do for you? I mean, really, what does this do for you? So say you say, okay, there's 331 people in this group. I want to appeal to that particular group. So what you do, you already know the people here, they like comedy. So what are they going to like? They're going to like comedy shows. So you could take your city, you say comedy shows in Pittsburgh. Okay, you take your city into Google, you just punch that through, and it's going to say, okay, the Pittsburgh Improv. Now let's go check this out. And you're gonna find out, you're gonna tap into this industry real quick. Everybody knows Dave Coulier, right? Okay, so that's December 7th. Okay, so what you do is you figure this is $20. You just add that. Okay, well, I'm taking a half a dozen friends, and it's all on me because of the fact that I made some money in Four Corners. Okay, Four Corners is allotted me the time to send somebody else a blessing and take these people to this comedy show. So what you would do is you would come over to your Google, you would find your people, okay, or you'd find your home tab, and you would make a post. Okay, you would say, hey, y'all, it is so nice. You got to think out of the side of the box to be able to pay for six people to go to this comedy club. Now, thanks to Four Corners. Now, you might want to post a picture with this. You might want to come over here and you might want to just right click on this. You might want to save this image. Save this image as. It's going to save the image. And when you're going over here to post, you might want to add a photo, okay, of Dave Coulier. Okay, so you're going to come down here. You're going to find it wherever you saved the photo, and you're going to post this, and it's going to say, okay, well, hey y'all, it's nice to be able to pay for 6 people to go to this comedy club. Now, what does that mean to you? You can either post this to the public, or you can come down here to your circles, okay? Now, it says people who like comedy. So what it does is, it doesn't post this to anybody else but the people who like comedy. So once you post this, you're going to share it. Here, we'll do this for example. Once you post this, it says, it's nice to be able to pay for 6 people to go to this comedy club, thanks to Four Corners. Now, anybody knows anything about comedy clubs, they know it costs money. So they're going to say, well, what is Four Corners? Next thing you know, people are going to say, what is Four Corners? You know what I mean? What's the deal with Four Corners? Okay? And that's how, you know what I mean, you're targeting these lists, because you already know. So let's just go to another one, for example, because I'm not going to keep this very long because it's too easy. I keep telling you, it's too easy. Okay? Let's see. You're going to go to, here, let's go back. We're going to go to, okay, we already know that we have people that like PlayStation. Okay, PlayStation game releases. Okay? So you're going to go to PlayStation game releases. Okay, that's a PlayStation 3. You're going to see all this stuff here. So what you do is you come in here and you copy these 3 things and say, hey, you know what? We'll go back here. What's new? Okay? Hey, Four Corners is awesome. Awesome. With the money that I made there, I was able to buy 3 PS3 games. I thank goodness for this little miracle, and all under $20. Okay, so you go, you know what I mean? Listen, you have to use your imagination when you're doing this stuff. I mean, not all posts can be the same, but you're going to take this, people that like comedy out of there, and you're going to go back down to your circles because you've already added some, and you're going to say, okay, well, here's the PlayStation 3 people. So when I hit share, it's going to share that. Hey, Four Corners is awesome. People are going to say, what's Four Corners? If you know what I mean? This dude got 3 games. They're $59 a piece. I know PlayStation. I follow PlayStation. I love PlayStation 3. I know the games are quite expensive. I know that's what happens in this industry. You know what I mean? Like, I know for a fact that I could post about anything. It doesn't even matter. I could correlate anything. Sewing. I look up sewing. I use Google for what it's for. And you just say, like, another big one is the people that like the NFL. Okay? Hey, guys, you know what I mean? I find out tickets. Okay, let's see. I find out tickets. Steelers tickets. Okay, I go to Steelers tickets. I find out Steelers tickets. And then, you might want to get kind of creative with it. You might want to just go in here and try to purchase some tickets. You know what I mean? See what they cost. $75 a piece. So you already know what the momentum is. So you say, hey, man, I'm taking my wife and my son out to watch this Steelers game thanks to Four Corners. I love Four Corners, man. They're allowing me to do what I couldn't normally do with just a little punk, paycheck every week. You understand what I mean? So people will say, that's $82 times wife and a kid. That's $240 plus the stuff that you're going to spend. That's probably a $500 outing. And they're going to say, I wish I could go to a Steelers game. I wish I could go to PlayStation and get 3 games. I wish I could take a couple people out to the comedy show. Now, are you understanding the power of this list? Because this list here gives you targeted people, Skype lovers, Sons of Anarchy. Like in this type of thing, if you see a show on there that you like, you come up over here and say, Sons of Anarchy, right? you go over to here and you go to the shopping link. Okay, now you're going to see all this stuff, and you say, okay, well, you know what? Hey, man, I bought, a figurine, or, I bought this, original coat. Look at this. Hey, everybody, I know you like Sons of Anarchy. Look at this coat that Four Corners paid for. Look at what this did. Listen, one time, $20, I can't believe what's going on. And you don't even have to post a link because you're going to get engagement. And that's what you want. You don't want to post and paste your link all over the place. There's a reason behind that. You don't want to post your link all over the place because people are, accustomed to seeing that. If you really wanted to get creative with it, you could just go in here and catch something that's over $100 and say, hey, man, look what I just bought. And, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get people that's going to love that. You're going to get people that, is going to love your idea. They're going to say, hey, man, what is Four Corners? People are going to be banging down your door to want to know what the heck is Four Corners? How can they get involved? How are they paying for your stuff? And the more creative your post, the more engagement you get. The more people that you add inside of these circles, the more engagement you get. Now, being as though these shared circles and all this stuff, it's 5,000 by themselves. I don't suggest adding a whole bunch of people every day because your account will be suspended because they're going to know what you're going to do. I've been through this 1,000 times already. I've got so many Google Plus accounts, it's insane. And when I go on a marketing trip like this, especially for something that's only $18, it's just going to make 100% better sense just to keep it simple, okay? Add 1 or 2 to each one of your Gmail accounts, and that's where we're going to bring in this, okay? We're going to bring in this real quick, Fiverr. Okay, if you go to a site called Fiverr.com, it's the best marketing place where people will do just about anything marketing related, voiceovers. I just don't trust the traffic because there's a lot of robots. I don't trust the YouTube views and all that stuff because, people have, where companies, they put security in there to find out whether you're actually doing something there, by hand, or if it's a robot, and they usually freeze accounts. But if you come over here and say verified Gmail accounts, you come up in here, and it'll give you this permanent wish list, Twitter, web analysis. You're gonna have to search through this. Here, let me see. I don't think that might be the right keyword. Gmail account. There, let's see. Let's search for just Gmail accounts. And it'll give you the join link. These are $5. I'll give you 30 real USA, YouTube, Google, Gmail, and you're looking for PVA. Okay, that means phone verified new accounts. So you go in here, you check their ratings, you check and see if anybody made any comments. Thanks for the great service, 105 working accounts, and you sent me recovery email addresses. The accounts open correctly in Gmail and YouTube without any problems. You want to see their rating. Okay, usually level 2 people are pretty good. You want to go buy these, $5. You're going to get 30 accounts, 5,000 people on each one of them. That'll keep you busy. Okay, 5,000 people times 30. That's a lot of people. And you can understand that this list has probably 250,000 people on it. So you can pretty much target these people no matter what. You're going to get that from the category, from the circle name, because you're going to figure out what they like and what they're in there talking about inside of that circle, and you're going to add them. Gmail automatically emails for you, so you don't have to do it. You don't have to waste your time with it. They automatically send an email. 9 times out of 10, when I get one that says, Bob added me to a circle, I'll go check Bob's profile. So it's very, very important that when you do this, you go look at your own profile. You don't play games. You go look at your own profile. You want to have a nice little header. You want to have, a little picture of yourself, and you want to have information, especially if you want contact. If you want people to contact you, you're viewing it as yourself. You can view it as public and see what happens. You want to give them as much information to contact you as possible. Skype numbers. I would personally set up a Google Voice if you want to catch anybody's voicemail. You never know. You might catch people trying to talk to you. You might catch people trying to connect with you on Facebook. You're going to want to fill these things up. Now, once you do one account, you can pretty much copy and paste all the information from one account to another. And it doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. As long as you got this stuff packed full of information, if you see something in a group on Facebook that you'd like to use, go ahead and put that in there. It's very, very simple. Google Plus is targeted. this training is invaluable. I think it's priceless because it's worked time and time again for different businesses. This is not just for Four Corners. I highly suggest that you keep this to yourself and to your paid members only, because something like this gets out, it's going to be insane, and you're going to give yourself a lot more competition. Now, let's go down to here. For the people, this is off topic a little bit, but for the people that have lists that they don't have an autoresponder to use, here's an email extractor. It takes you put your text source in here, and it'll give you all the emails that are found within that text source. You're going to want to come down here and put 2 commas in here. If you need this alphabetically, you can alphabetical it. Okay, so what you would do is you would come back over to your fresh Gmail account. Okay, you would come back over to your fresh Gmail account, and when you compose the mail, you would take what they give you in this box here, all your results. You would take and compose the email, and you want to hit the BCC, that's blind carbon copy, and you would paste all those emails in there, and then you would send them an email. Email signatures, you could deal with that on your own time. But I will be leaving this resource there too. Okay, I wanted to keep this simple. I wanted to keep it, calm, and I wanted to keep it easy. That's for all of our sakes. Now remember, get yourself some. Here's what I would do. I would go over here and get some phone verified accounts. I would start creating accounts. This is probably going to take you anywhere from 7 to 10 days to set up, but once you set it up, it's golden. You'll never have to keep setting it up again. You'll just have to figure out, curious and great posts to post there, and you'll have to target your list, and you're going to have to know what they're about. You're going to have to name the actual circles correctly so that you know what you're talking about. You don't want to name a comedy show PlayStation, because they don't have there's no interest there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to target your list. Remember, when you're doing this stuff, it's only going to be posted to the people that see it. So it's not going to be like, okay, well, Johnny's a spammer. It's not going to be that kind of party. It's pretty simple, actually. Once you get in this, if you need to, rewind this video so that you can go back through the training. But it's pretty simple. You grab the accounts from Fiverr. You come over here. You start making these profiles. Start fitting them all out. Like I said, 7 to 10 days. You'll come to the spreadsheet. You'll start picking your group. Okay, Spanish speakers. If you wanted to, you could even go to Fiverr and have your text translated into Spanish, and you could post to Spanish people, music, journalism, whatever. You're going to find a lot of stuff in here that you're going to relate to. Photography, NASCAR. Listen, for every niche, there is a product that you could say that you're going to buy because of Four Corners, and that's the whole point. Once you do that and start posting, you should see results. You should see that there's a lot of feedback. The point is, you got to have these people engage with you. You don't want people that just click on the link and sign up for just for the sake of signing up. That's one good point. I don't like tire kickers. I don't like all that stuff. So this is going to be the end of this training, but I'm going to leave all these assets and all the resources here. It's probably going to be under the video. I will title the buttons accordingly for this page that I paid for, the Fiverr. You know what I mean? I'll give you the link for Fiverr, and I'll give you this link for the email extractor, just in case this is what kind of marketing you want to get into. I just like to say, let's just keep pushing on. 20 Success Team, keep it easy, keep it simple, and keep the group paid. That's pretty much how it goes. And we will see you on the very next training webinar. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please just email back the 20 Success Team email. See me on Facebook. Hit me on Skype. Something. You know what I mean? And we'll see you at the top. Thanks.